Thanks for coming. Been a while. You look well. Considering what I hear about your exploits, that's an impressive feat. Back to business. Spotting a Borg scout here made a lot of people nervous, and with good reason. So, some old friends called in a favor, and here I am. I came here looking for Borg, but the real problem turned out to be sabotage. Orion smugglers fouled up the long-range array, but they left the short-range sensors intact. I have plenty of evidence from the sensor logs to turn over to Alliance officials. Still a concern. If they're sizing up this quadrant as an incursion zone, we need to know about it. I have a few ideas on upgrading the sensor arrays, making them harder to disable and better at spotting Borg. Beam me over and we can sort out the details. With your assistance, I can complete the modifications quickly. Good. Now that we have a working array, our next step will be initiating the new security protocols. Hold on. Are you seeing this? The long-range sensors just lit up like a Dabo table. Reading a massive energy surge. We're being scanned. Something's overriding all our control systems, attempting to bypass. Ship is under attack. Unpleasant. Still, there are no damage reports, no casualties. Scanning. This is unexpected. According to astrometrics, we were catapulted several hundred light years from Trailus to the Excalibur system. Here's some facts to go along with those legends. In the 23rd century, Excalbians abducted the USS Enterprise and subjected some of her crew to a series of combats. Some sort of morality test. Feels that way to me. I doubt they dragged us all the way out here to have a Ractogino and talk about baseball. There's one way to find out for sure. Hail them and see what they want. I can boost the signal once the ship is in a standard orbit. Assuming the Excalbians are in a talking mood, we should have answers soon.
We are receiving your signal. On behalf of the Excalbian people, I bid you welcome. Yes, I suppose that would be a bit of a surprise. You'll pardon me for that, I hope. Some time ago, I met and fought beside one of your own, Captain James Kirk. Under the circumstances, we felt seeing a familiar face would make this meeting go a little smoother. That is a complicated matter, I'm afraid. I think it would be easier to discuss it face to face. We prepared a meeting ground on the surface of Excalibur. It meets your needs for atmosphere and climate, as I understand them. Will you join us there? Welcome, friends. I do hope the local climate is to your liking.
The climate's fine. It's our abduction that we have a problem with, friend.
My apologies. It was not an action of my choosing, I can assure you.
Your presence is required for a matter of great importance.
Greater than conversations with dead presidents?
Long ago, the two of us were involved in a study, if you will.
An evaluation of two concepts, good and evil. The initial results were ultimately inconclusive.
The debate has continued since that time.
We now seek a final resolution.
What does that have to do with us, exactly?
You have been chosen as advocates for the concept of good.
But you will not face it alone.
Hello. Looks like we have a lot of work to do here.
That's putting it mildly.
You have questions. I will attempt to clarify our intentions. In this trial, you will be accompanied by associates that we have created for you. You will confront a variety of situations in opposition to evil forces. Your actions will be judged, as will those of your opponents. The prevailing concept will guide us as a people. We shall pursue the virtues of good, or the vices of evil. We find violent conflicts produce pure examples of good and evil. They provide the best results to evaluate and judge. Failure to participate will be seen as your endorsement of the supremacy of evil. The trial will then conclude with a judgment in favor of evil, and our subsequent pursuit of the concept as a guiding principle. The trial awaits you. Proceed through the portal behind me when you are prepared.
I think we need to be cautious when dealing with the Excalbians. They're a lot like Q, minus a sense of humor. Fashion sense could use a little work, too. For now, I say we play their game and stay in one piece. Look for opportunities to swing things in our favor. Our new teammate here might have some insight into the situation as well.
Michael Burnham, of the USS Discovery. Judging by your uniforms, I'd say I'm in the future. Last thing I remember was preparing for battle with my crew, and the crew of the Enterprise. Since we're having this discussion, I'm guessing we won that fight. My apologies, my memory's a bit fuzzy. Possibly a side effect of whatever brought me here. Over 150 years. Fascinating. Right. I'll catch up later. Assuming we get through this trial in one piece. To address your original question, I wish I had all the answers, but I know as much as you do. Going through this trial will give us the chance to conduct some tests of our own, learn more about them and the situation here.
Take heart, my friends. Yarnik has a forceful personality, but his voice is not the only one heard here. There are many Excalbians who would embrace virtues before vices. Well said. And as one of your allies here, I have a warning for you. The trials are drawn from your past experiences and records, but they will not be identical recreations. There will be alterations to test your responses and those of your opponents. Expect the unexpected. Please accompany me. Beyond that portal, the first trial awaits. Good luck, my friends.
My tricorder showing a Class M tropical biome. By the look of things, this world is under attack. I'm reading a lot of weapons fired from several locations in the area.
This is a safe position for now, but that could change soon. We need to get to cover fast. I see a plaza ahead. And casualties. Enemy forces may be in the area.
This didn't happen long ago. Some of the bodies are still warm. When did this take place, originally? I don't recognize the uniforms on these Vulcans. Romulans? You're serious? Those are Romulans. This is a lot to take in. The Romulans are... I clearly have a lot of catching up to do. But the middle of a war zone isn't an ideal place for a history lesson.
These Romulans of Tal Shiar, members of a covert military intelligence force. The list of enemies is long. Any number of them may be responsible for this attack.
This one was killed by heavy plasma weaponry. Strange. I'm also reading trace amounts of several exotic particles in the area. Antiproton, tachyon. Whoever else was in this fight used some extremely advanced weapons.
Makes sense. The Iconians were allies of the Tal Shiar at this time. They were probably fighting at their side. This may be one of the unexpected changes Lincoln warned us about. Iconians arriving here early.
Some kind of constructs. They're using antiproton weapons.
Heralds.
Enemy target on sensors. Personal shield losing power.
Those were Iconians?
Heralds are augmented servants of the Iconians. They were used primarily as shock troops. We've encountered them before, but if they're here now, things are worse than expected. There's a tactical force field blocking our way. That looks like the emitter over there. Should be simple enough to destroy it. Elshiar and Harold's fighting Riemann combat squads. Wonderful.
So, these Remans, they're on our side. Good to know.
Personal shield losing power. Enemy target bomb center.
You there! I would speak with you. Your timing is fortuitous, my old friend. My resistance forces are closing in on Hakiv's laboratory, but he has opened an Iconian gate. The Iconians have sent their minions to aid Hakiv, but all is not lost. We can still stop them. The lab is not far from here. If we can find our way past the guards, we can put an end to all this, and Hakiv.
Looks like there's another tactical force field blocking the way. This Hakiv really doesn't want to be interrupted, does he?
It may not be in an obvious place. Check the nearby buildings and rooftops.
Excellent. Hakiv has holed up in the south like the cornered vermin he is. Once we're near his position, I can set up a jamming field to prevent him from beaming out. Then we can bring him to justice. At last.
You might be able to block transporters, Obasek, but I doubt you can block a functional Iconian gate. As long as that remains open, Hakiv will be able to escape. Deal with the gate first, then you can talk about justice all you want.
news today. I've dreamed of ridding the galaxy of your stench for some time. And now, with the Iconians at my side, that dream shall become a reality.
This ends now, Hakiv. No amount of Iconian or Talshar scum will stop me. Blood calls for blood.
We have bigger problems. The Iconian gate is still online, remember? Hakiv can bring in Iconian reinforcements as long as it is.
Then let's shut it down. Keep Hakiv and his forces busy while we work, or this trial will end real soon. And not in our favor.
He has a stealth field. Spread out. Find him.
You think you stopped me? The Iconians already know. They know everything.
I don't care. Blood calls for blood, Hakiv.
No, not like this. You're better than this. If you do this, it won't be justice. It'll be murder. You don't have to do this.
He must pay for what he's done.
Alright, what's the call? Help Obasek or catch Hakiv?
Obasek's in bad shape. He needs field surgery right now, or he's not going to make it. I can't do this alone. I need your help to save him.
Hakiv's getting away. If he leaves through a gateway, he could return with enough Iconians to finish us off. Do you want to pursue him? This door here.
I surrender. You have me. No more tricks. Nothing can stop what's about to happen. The Iconians are coming. Your doom is coming. It is inevitable.
Rest easy, friends. This part of the trial has reached its conclusion. There's a portal nearby. Use it to return to Yarnek. He wishes to review the results of the trial.
You chose to stop Hakim, removing a critical Iconian ally from the conflict. However, Obasek dies. Without his leadership, the hope of Riemann unification with the Romulan Republic dies as well. Without this alliance, the Republic...
On the battlefield, the decision to sacrifice a life in the course of saving the lives of others is never made lightly. In stopping their enemy in flight, these people stalled a terrible invasion and saved the lives of untold millions. The needs of the many on this day outweighed the needs of the few or the one.
The trial continues. Proceed through the nearby portal when you are ready to begin the next evaluation.
Come this way for your next trial.
Any idea where we are? I haven't seen anything like this.
Yes, some of this tech is very advanced, most likely from the future. Anorex was heavily modified after a scientist named Noy stole it from Kiana Station. Damage control teams. The ship's been in a rough fight.
This looks like some kind of command station.
Secure the area. We might be able to find useful data here.
Making damage detected. Personal shield losing power. Enemy targets on sensors. Losing power.
The petty squabbles over the Tox Utat have become tiresome. First Krog, and now Azure and Boratus. They growl and demand and threaten to depart over the artifact like petulant children. If it were not a critical element of my plans, I would have left it on Ryza, along with the corpses of Picard and his charming thief. My plan to recruit Admiral Lita to the Temporal Liberation Front was a success. Keeping her loyalty, however, is quite challenging. Like so many Terrans, her dreams of empire are strong, as long as those dreams remain in her reality. Krog becomes impatient, despite her successful recovery of the Tox Utat and the restoration of the Nakul Star. She wants more. She wants revenge. It is tempting to use the Tox Utat on Sol, on Vulcan, on every star in the Alliance, but I have a better use for it at Procyon 5. The sphere builders grow suspicious of my inquiries. I believe they begin to realize what my ultimate goal is, what I shall do once this war is won. Today, at Procyon 5, I will undo what the Alliance has done to them, to me, to my family. I will bring back my wife and child. All of this is for them, and no one will stop.
Funny, I've been to Procyon 5. It's unremarkable. In our time, at least. Looks like things change considerably in the next century. And on the bridge of the enemy flagship, no less. Judging by the look of things, the battle may not be going well for this temporal liberation front.
We should leave. By now, we've been detected by their security systems. And I'd rather not be around when they send combat teams to retake the bridge.
There's a turbo lift down this way.
Enemy targets on sensors.
This door here.
I'm detecting a massive buildup of temporal energy ahead.
Yeah, along with multiple life forms, all armed.
Nice try. But you're done. You haven't seen the last of me!
I see him. Noise on the upper platform. Waste time as you see fit, Vermin. It will be for naught.
History shows you have a habit of meddling in the affairs of others.
We believe it is time to break you of that habit.
Personal shield losing powers. Breaking damage detected. Enemy target lost.
I don't have time for this. Be gone!
Here to parley? Or shall we just start shooting at one another? You. Apparently Daniels hasn't grown weary of plucking you out of time and sending you to vex me. How many times have I killed you now? 4? 5? Honestly, I've lost count. It doesn't matter. Before I kill you, again, understand this. After today, the Alliance ends forever, and you with it. Daniels won't be around to save you this time. I will fight this battle again and again until I stand victorious!
I understand the need to bring back the ones we've lost.
Living in the past is an exercise in futility.
I will not be defeated. I control time itself. Enough! I will erase you all!
You can't control time! If anything, time controls us.
Deep, but wasted on Roy. His grief blinds him to things like logic and truth.
I'm so close! I won't let you win! Core is ready. I end and take my ship back in time.
You cannot stop our plans!
No! I've come too far! This time I'll make sure you're never born! Even if I have to shoot you in the cradle!
No! Husband, please! You don't have to do this!
How can this be? You were lost.
I'm here now, husband.
before it consumed us all. Noi was a danger to all life, even in the Dominion. I could no longer sit back and watch as the Alliance failed to stop him, time and time again. And so, I have done what you could not. Now, we must destroy this vessel, so it can never be used again. Let us end this war, once and for all.
She's got a point. Without Noi, without Anorex, the TLF will lack the power and leadership needed to fight the Alliance. The war will end. And who knows, maybe there'll be a chance at a lasting peace this time. Stranger things have happened.
This situation could have been avoided. He was finished. You didn't need to execute him. Maybe we can still do this the right way. This is a time ship. We should be able to generate a localized temporal spike and send ourselves back to a point before this whole situation goes too far. Let's finish this without resulting to cold-blooded murder.
No! I've come too far! This time I'll make sure you're never born! Even if I have to shoot you in the cradle!
Noi! Husband, please! You don't have to do this!
Noi, look out! She's a changeling!
Solids are irrational, fearful creatures. You cannot be trusted.
Imposter! How dare you! You could have kept silent and let that thing execute me while wearing the face of my wife. But you didn't. If you are willing to save my life now, perhaps you're willing to work toward making things right for all who have been lost. Indeed. Very well. It appears the time has come. I speak for my forces, and I surrender. The Battle of Procyon 5 is over, and with it, the temporal war. I'm trusting you to do the right thing here. Don't make me regret that decision.
I believe that will be enough for this
Yarnik
trial,
awaits
my
our
friends.
return.
He will, no doubt, have things to discuss after observing your actions here. Let's return.
The Founder ended one life to save trillions, yet you undid her efforts to save a dangerous enemy. The Founder was killed. As a result, the Dominion falls to disarray, and the Herc invasion ravages 3 galactic quadrants before it is finally stopped.
To kill a man in cold blood, even an enemy, that comes with a terrible burden to bear for the executioner. Delivering Noi to justice was an admirable decision, one the Founder could have easily made herself. Doing so...
Your participation in the trial has been informative thus far, but we require more data to make our decision. Another scenario has been prepared. Enter the portal when you are ready to begin.
This way.
This place isn't familiar. Either of you know where we are?
I know where we are, I just don't know when. Knowing that's gonna make all the difference here, believe me. Let's take a look at those consoles and see if there's any useful information in them.
Science officer's log. ESA 4 was a test site for Section 31's Project Daedalus. It appears to be abandoned. We've set up a plasma reactor to power the phase discriminators will need to capture the Red Angel. If the plan works, that is. If it doesn't...
This is a recent entry, but the area is deserted. We need to know more.
Science officer's log. Control found us. We fought valiantly, but Discovery wasn't a match for Control's section. I need to get the sphere data somewhere Control can't find it. To do that, I need the Red Angel. If Tilly was here, she'd be a font of optimism. But I know what that atmosphere can do. I don't think anyone else is going to make it.
Everything matches up to the point where Discovery crashes. That's where things change, and for the worse. Judging by the lack of survivors present, I think we have to finish what they started. If that's even possible. Do you have a question? We were so close to this. To failure. To death. We need to set up the phase discriminators at that console. Good. Now we need to prepare the stasis beams at that console. So far, so good. We need to use that console to prime the EMP next. Almost finished. Use that console to align the containment field. We've set up the trap. Now all it needs is the bait. Me. You'll need to go back to the previous room, close the door, and turn off the vents. Yes. Assuming things go as they did before, the Red Angel will appear in time to save my life. When that happens, activate the trap.
I've done all I can with these ancient phase discriminators.
We should have the power we need for this little stunt.
But we're only getting one shot, so make it count. No pressure.
Ready when you are, Commander.
Right. Do it.
Initiate sequence on my mark. In 5, 4,
3, 2. Wait, abort! Do not engage! Picking up a massive surge of tachyon radiation.
She's here! Do it! Do it now!
Activate the phase discriminator. Activating EMP.
What are you doing? We don't have time for this. Discovery is gone. We have to deal with it ourselves. We have to stop Control now, or it all ends.
Now we have 2 burn-ups. This ought to be interesting. I get the feeling you were expecting someone else in that suit, Commander.
Yes. My mother. She designed the suit with my father and used it to escape a Klingon attack. In doing so, she learned how Control ended all life in the future. After that, she used the suit to try and stop that from happening. Clearly, in this... Transfer the sphere data to my suit so I can take it into the future, where Control can never find it. We need to act fast. Control is on its way here now. This needs to happen before it arrives. How? The sensor log said Discovery went down with all hands.
Struggle is pointless.
Control's using members of Discovery's crew as shock troops. If I leave the field, I'll return to the future. You'll have to fight Control without me. Control can't be killed with regular weapons. You need to do something unconventional. Try to magnetize the floor. It'll disrupt it. Taking it and lure it to me. I'll distract it while you give it a magnetic shock. It'll take several shocks to finish it for good. weakened! Lead it to the platform! I've got its attention! Quick! Magnetize the floor! It worked! Do it again! Weakened! Lead it to the platform! It's distracted! Give it another blast! Magnetize the floor again! Good! One more shock should finish it off! Lead it to the platform!
Psychic damage detected.
Hurry! Magnetize the floor! Finish it off! That's it! It's down! Ah! Control is using nanites to take over the future version of me. If that happens, it'll gain access to the sphere data.
I can try to inoculate future Burnham with my own nanites. This should prevent Control from accessing the sphere data through her, but it'll alter her biosignature. She won't be compatible with the suit if this works.
Too risky. The suit could wind up trapped here. Given time, Control could find a way to access the sphere data. We need to think about destroying the data. Purge it from the suit before Control can access it.
I could do that, but losing that data, all of that knowledge gone forever. Consider this. The means of eliminating Control could be held within the sphere data as well. Deleting it could be a fatal mistake. Get ready. This is gonna sting. A lot.
Do it. That's a little more than a damn sting.
Get it right. Resistance is futile. It worked. The sphere data is secure within the suit, and future Burnham is immune to Control nanites. As I predicted, her biosignature has been altered enough to prevent her from using the suit. This Red Angel will fly no more. Unfortunately, we have a new problem. At the end, before it beamed out, I think what was left of Control merged with some of my nanites. Yeah, and now there's a Borg Control hybrid version of me running loose somewhere. Whatever the Excalbians are doing here needs to stop now.
Rest easy. The trial of Esau 4 has come to an end. My apologies, friends. These events must have taken a heavy toll upon all of you. We should return to speak with Yarnik now. Let us leave this place. Come along, my friends.
While we appreciate the pursuit of knowledge, we also realize that it can lead to catastrophe. Because of your decision to preserve the data, Control continues to exist. The fate you work to prevent, the end of all life, will still come to pass.
The future is a very mutable notion. It is entirely possible that the actions taken today forestall Control's march to supremacy. The data preserved could very well hold the key to its defeat, along with many wonders long lost to the ravage of time. In the end, a life was saved, along with priceless knowledge. Both very good things in my estimation.
I have my concerns regarding this trial. Yarnik isn't a very impartial judge, and he's clearly a prominent figure in Excalbian society. If his opinion of our actions continues downward, the situation could become volatile in a hurry. Still, it could be worse. We still have time to present our case here. Hopefully we will win some Excalbian hearts and minds in the process.
I have been informed that Yarnik and the others wish to privately discuss the results of the trials. You are free to return to your vessel, or remain here until the recess reaches its conclusion. Once that happens, you will be summoned to continue the trial. How would you like to proceed?
As much as I'd like to see what a ship of this time period is like, I feel like we should stay here. We might have the opportunity to speak with Excalbians other than Yarnik and see what they think of all this.
I'm not as optimistic as Commander Burnham when it comes to the Excalbians. Returning to the ship has its benefits. I could use a drink. Several, actually. I leave the decision to you.